Good morning, students. Today we'll be looking at a new chapter, and the name of the chapter is indices. So, indices is basically, we can also call it exponents or powers. So, these are the names of the chapter that we can give: indices, exponents, and powers. We have already done this chapter, but in this chapter, we'll be learning some advanced questions. So, right now, if you have a look at the definition of this chapter, it says if A is any real number, let's take A is any real number, and n is the natural number. तो अगर मैं ऐसे लिखता हूँ a to the power n, so I can write a how many times? N times. So this is what small definition of indices is, that n, a is the base over here, a is the base, a is called the base, and n is called the power, indices, or exponent, but a is the base. Okay, so even write like this, 3 to the power 4. So it means I can write 3 how many times? 4 times. This is very basic knowledge about this question of exponents and powers, or we can call it indices. There are some main things that you need to keep in mind, that if I write anything, any number like 3 upon 5 to the power 0, this means the answer is, whenever the power is 0, the answer is going to be 1. Okay, whenever the power is 0, the answer is going to be 1 always. Okay, so whatever, I can write a very big question like 5 upon 3 plus 7 upon 9 plus 6, and I can do whole to the power 0. The answer is still going to be 1. If the power is 0, my answer is always going to turn up as 1. Okay, so that is the one thing that you need to keep in mind. The other thing that you need to keep in mind is that if there's a negative power, let's take an example like same 3. Let's take a very simple example, 3 to the power minus 5. What does it say? That if I need to make this power positive, what I can do, I can put a denominator over here, and then I can reciprocate it, then it automatically becomes positive. So right now the power is negative, it goes down and become positive. Okay, so whenever the power is negative, अगर ऐसे भी होता है, let's say 3 to the power 2 and 5 to the power minus 3. Now this is minus. So in order to make it positive, what will I do? 3 to the power 2 into 5 to the power 3. So I took this up and made it positive. Okay, so whenever the power is negative, if it's in the denominator, it's gonna go in the numerator, and if it's in the numerator, it's gonna go down in the as a denominator. So that's how this works, indices. Okay, let's study some of the laws of exponents. For example, if the bases are same, like a to the power n, and they are getting multiplied, a to the power m, but the bases are same, then always what I can do, I can write one base and add the powers. I'll give you example. 3 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 8. What can I do? I can write one base, because the bases are same, and I can write 5 plus 8 is 13, so I'll write 3 to the power 13. Okay, so that is the very first law. If the bases are same and they're getting multiplied, I can add the powers. And if the bases are same, okay, if the bases are same and they are getting divided, a to the power n and a to the power m, so what can I do? I can write one base and write n minus m, ऊपर वाला पहले, नीचे वाला बाद में, and subtract. I'll give you guys an example like 3 to the power 5 and 3 to the power 8. Okay, I'll take the same example. Then I can write one base, that is 3, and 5 minus 8, that is going to be 3 to the power minus 3. But I can make it positive. How? 3 की power 3 नीचे लेके आके. Okay, so whenever the bases are same and they are getting divided in exponents and power, you subtract the powers. Okay, so this is first one, this is second one. You all have to write this down when you are, before doing any questions from the exercise. I want this in your copies, everyone. Okay, so you have to write the laws of exponents. It's also given in the introduction part of the book of chapter number 8. Please go through that. Third formula says that if I have a base and I have a power, and there's another power that is outside the bracket, then both the powers get multiplied. So I can write a m n. So I'll give you a small example like 5 to the power 2 and bracket के बाहर is 3. So it's automatically going to multiply and become 5 to the power 6. Okay. The fourth one is that if I have like a and I have the other number b, and if I have a power m, so this power goes to all the numbers that are inside the bracket. So a to the power m and b to the power m. I'll give you an example, 3 upon 5 to the power 4. So 3 to the power 4 and 5 to the power 4. So this 4 goes to both the numbers that are inside the bracket. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, let's have a look when the powers are same. Okay, for example, a to the power n, and I have a different base, b to the power n. Both have the same power. So what can I do? I can write like this, a b and then n m or n, sorry. Okay, so when I have the, for example, I'll give you 3 to the power 2 and into 5 to the power 2. You can see I can, what can I write? I can multiply both the numbers because powers are same. So I can multiply both of them, that is 3 5s are 15 and power can be outside. So this is what I'm trying to tell. Okay, so that's how the power works. Okay, so also in some of the question it's going to come like this, that if a to the power n and b to the power n, कभी भी ऐसा आता है तो it means n and n can get cancelled out and a is equals to b I can write. Okay, for example, x to the power 2 and 5 to the power 2. So I can cancel 2 and 2 and I can write x is equals to 5. There will be some questions that will be done through this method. So keep these methods in mind. Okay, so I told you the main formulas that are going to come in exponents and powers. Now we'll do some of the questions that are related to exponents and powers from the exercise, so that it's a help for you guys. Okay, let's solve some questions from exercise 8. There is only one exercise. You might be happy about that. So question number 1, we'll see second part. It says 1 whole 61 over 64 bracket close minus 2 over 3. Now you might be looking at that the power is negative over here. To make power positive, your agenda is, or your goal is, make the power positive. Okay, but before that you can, change this and make it a, what kind of a fraction? You can make it a improper fraction. So what will I get? I'll get 125 over 64 minus 2 over 3. Is that okay? So this is what I will be getting. Okay, now if I get this, now what can I do? I have to remove the negative sign. When I have to remove the negative sign, I'll reciprocal what is inside. So 64 over 125, and what is, I won't reciprocal this. I will only reciprocal what? The inside part. Okay, now we'll pause for a little while over here and we'll go back to one of the laws that I'm gonna teach you according to this. Okay, so you need to keep one thing in mind. We'll understand one more law that is related to powers. Okay, so you guys need to see this very carefully. So you guys can see this. These are called surds, or you can also say these are called, because this is called square root, this is called cube root, this is called 4 root. So all these are called in together in one term. I won't call it square root because square root is only this. This is cube root, this is 4 root. So all these are different and they are called surds. When I have surds, I can put them in the form of what? You guys need to pay attention very carefully. I can write this in the form of, see, this is square root, so I can write this 1 upon 2. This is cube root, I can write 7, and I can remove this and I can also write cube root like this. I can also write 4 root like this, 215 1 upon 4. So whatever the number is over here, for example 6, and it is 92, so I can write 92 1 upon 6. Okay, so that's how I can write this down. Are you guys getting it? So these are called surds. Okay, so I can write this in the form of exponents. So this is in the form of exponents. Can you guys see? Okay, let's go back to the question. This is the question, right? What is in the power 2 upon 3? So what I'll do, I'll try making sure I can make this in 3 numbers. So what I will do, 4 into 4, 64 into 4. Okay, 5 into 5 into 5. Okay, so I broke this down, and 2 upon 3 is just like that. Okay, 4 is how many times? 3 times. Okay, 5 is how many times? 3 times. And what is outside? 2 upon 3. Okay, so my agenda is removing the powers. That's my agenda. Okay, so what is common over here? 3. So if 3 is common in both of them, what I'll do, 4 over 5, 3 is common, I'll keep it outside the bracket. And what is outside this bracket? 2 upon 3. I told you when there are brackets, what happens to the power? They get multiplied. So 4 upon 5, and then the powers are going to multiply, that is 3 into 2 upon 3, right? And 3 can get cancelled out. So what is left? 4 upon 5 to the power 2. So 4 4s are 16 and 5 5s are 25. This is my answer. Now you might be thinking, sir, ये आगे भी तो break हो सकता है. Why didn't you break it more further? Like 2 into 2, 2 into 2. Why didn't you break it more further? You need to see the denominator of the power. What is the denominator of the power? 3. So I'll try breaking this into 3 times. Okay. I hope you guys understood this. Okay. So this is question number 1, second part. We'll do more questions so that it's helpful for you. Now we'll be looking at we'll see question number 4th ka first part. First part. So question number 4th first part is something like this: 3a b minus 1, b to the power minus 1 plus 2b a to the power minus 1. Now you know, wherever you see a negative power, it can become positive by bringing it. If it's down, it's gonna go up. If it's up, it's gonna come down. So this b can go up, and it's going to be b to the power 1. You don't have to write power 1. Okay, 3, sorry, this is 2, b is already here, and a will go up. So what do I have? 3ab plus 2ab, and if I add them, what will I get? 5ab. Okay, I hope you guys are getting this. This was question number 4th first part. Let's have a look in question number 6, or let's have a look in question number 5 second part. Okay, so it is 0.027 1 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3. First of all, there is minus. You all know that. So what's gonna happen? You all know that inside वाला रेसिप्रोकल हो जाता है, नीचे 1 है तो ऊपर 1 आ जाएगा और नीचे क्या आ जाएगा? 0.027, and this is going to become positive. ये रेसिप्रोकल नहीं होगा, इतना ध्यान रखना सबके सब. 1 upon 3 रहेगा वो. Now if I remove 0, so I'll put 3 zeros over here, right? I hope you're getting it. Now मुझे इसको किस रूप में ब्रेक करना है? So what do I have? 1000 upon 27 1 upon 3. Now I have to break this, and I have to break this. How do I have to break this? I have to break this. ऐसा नंबर ढूंढना है ताकि 3 नंबर सेम 3 नंबर बना सकते, जैसे 10 into 10 100 into 10 1000, और 27 3 into 3 into 3. Why did I break 3 times? Because the denominator, चाहे ऊपर कुछ भी हो, I don't have to give any preference to the top part. I have to give to the bottom part. So what do I have? 1 upon 3. So I can write 10 to the power 3 and 3 to the power 3, and then 3 can come out. Okay, this is outside only, and 3 can come outside common and multiply. So 10 to the power 3 upon 1 upon 3 into 3. So what's my answer? 10 upon 3. Okay, so that's how you solve this type of questions. Okay, let's look at more questions. we will see question number 7th second part. Question number 7th second part goes something like this: 5 into 25. When there is dot, it means it's into, multiply, n plus 1 minus 25 into 5 to n. This is going to be 5 into 5 to n plus 3 minus 25 n plus 1. I hope you guys are getting this now. Now what I'll do, I'll break the numbers that can be broken down, right? So 5 multiplied by 5 square, 25 को मैं 5 का स्क्वायर n plus 1 लिख रहा हूँ, फिर minus 5 का स्क्वायर, and then it's going to be into 5 to n, okay, upon 5 to n plus 3 minus 5. I'm writing it down like this. Now wherever I see bracket, I'm going to try solving that out. So 5 into, यहाँ into लगा रहा हूँ, confuse मत होना, equals to 5 की power 2n plus 1, 2n plus 2, because 2 is going to get multiplied both of them, minus 5 2 into 5 to n, so, upon 5 into 5 to n plus 3 minus 5 to n plus 2. Okay, now if I see इसकी power क्या है 1, इसकी power क्या है 2n plus 1. So what happens when the like terms when the bases are same, power gets added. So this is 2. Okay, so I'm going to write 1 5, and then what I'm going to write, I'm going to multiply this. Okay, I'll leave it like this, and I'll write 5 2n plus 2 minus, I'll write add them and 2n plus 2. If you see carefully, the bases are same, the powers are going to get added, but I can't add them because they are unlike terms, so I'll leave it like this, upon 5, इसके पास क्या है 2n plus 3. So if यहाँ 3 है, मैं एक उठा के इसको दे दूंगा, so here is already 1, so ये 2 बन जाएगा, into 5 2n plus 2 बच जाएगा, minus 5 2n plus 2. Now if you see what is common in this and this, 5 2n plus 2, and what is left over here, 5 minus 1. There is nothing left, so I'm just writing 1. Out of this also, this and this, what is common, 5 2n plus 2, and what is left over here, 5 ka square minus 1. Okay, so this can be cancelled out. What is left, 5 minus 1 is 4, and 5 ka square 25, 25 minus 1, that is 24. And if you just have a look over here, then it's going to get cancelled out, 1 upon 6. Okay, so what's my answer, 1 upon 6 is my answer. Okay, you can go back in the question and just see how this question is being done. Okay, let's have a look in 8th ka second part as well. So what does 8th ka second part says? It says 27 8 2 upon 3 minus 1 upon 4 to the power minus 2 plus 5 ki power 0. Now if you notice in this, I have to break this how many times, 3 times, because the denominator is what, you know that, right? So I'm going to multiply 3 times and 2 3 times. So 2 upon 3 तो ऐसे लिख देगा, माइनस ये नेगेटिव पावर है तो 4 ऊपर आ जाएगा और 2 ऐसे बन जाएगा, एंड दिस इज गोइंग टू बी 1. यू नो दैट जिसकी पावर भी 0 होती है 1 आता है. नाउ 3 is common, 3 is going to, I'll take out both the 3 and multiply this. So 3 upon 2 multiplied by 2 upon 3 into 3. Now this is going to get a square, so 9 over 4 minus 16 plus 1. Now I have a simple expression to just solve this out. So 4, I'll multiply this by 4, this by 4, this by 4, this by 4. So 9 minus 64 plus 4 upon 4, and that's how my answer is going to come. Okay, this is how I'm going to bring my answer, and then you can solve it and bring your answer. Okay, नीचे 4 ही आएगा, 64 minus 60 and minus 60, that is 51. Minus 51 upon 4 is your answer. Okay, so that's how you solve this type of questions which are based on indices or exponents and powers. If you have any doubt, please go back in the video and leave a message. If you are having any problem, we can discuss that on Zoom call. Have a nice day, everyone. Take care.